Hey friends, my name is Apo, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to build your own Shopify store from scratch. Create something great, something that performs well and taking you a step closer to your goal of your own brand or your own e-commerce store. Let me introduce myself real quick. I was building online stores for several years now, at least 10 years, making millions with them, and I will show you the exact steps today. At the end of the video I want to do a giveaway as well. Every comment has the chance to win this online store I'm going to build in the next couple of minutes or the next hour. So stay tuned, let's jump into it and let's jump to my Mac. So guys, what we're going to do is you want to get a free trial with Shopify. Therefore, we're on shopify.com and you click start for free. You have to sign up with your email. My location is in Germany and I already have a Shopify account. If you don't have an account, you sign up with your email. It's pretty easy. It's like 1 minute, 2 minutes. And you can just fill everything out. So what we want to do, we want to skip the setup. It's not that important. So we're going to skip it. Pretty easy. And now we have our Shopify account and our Shopify store. When we're taking a look, it's looking pretty good already. So we want to go to online store themes, and then we want to click on view your online store. Our current theme is horizon. We want to make a quick preview. That's our online shop right now. So we have the picture here, we have our home, catalog and contact, and we want to edit this in a minute. But before I want to talk about two important points. In my opinion, Shopify is the best option for scaling your e-com store. It doesn't matter if you make like 50 euros per day or if you're making 5,000 or 10,000 per day. It's pretty good for both options. So that was the first point I want to talk about. The second point is I want to show you the stats if you're generating orders, because this one's the most important one. And if you're generating orders, it's looking like this. This is one of our online stores. It's a Father's Day store, so I'm showing you the Father's Day stats. If you're looking at this online shop is brand new. But if you're generating orders and if you have sessions, for example, this one, we have 40k sessions, total sales, you can see the sales here, the orders and the conversion rate. In my opinion, those are the most important KPIs you want to analyze, because you have the sessions, your website visitors, you have your revenue, you have the orders, and you have the conversion rate. You don't need anything more, because those are the most important ones you need for analyzing your online store. You have your orders right here, and if you're looking at them, you have the most important information in here as well, like the tags, like the delivery, what kind of product is it, which provider are you working with, what is the customer name, how many orders did the customer have. You have all the important things in here. You have the history of the order, you have everything. The next important point is products. You can see all your products in here, and if you click on one product, let's look at that. You have the title, of course, the description, you have the picture, and you can edit the prices here or make it cheaper, make it more expensive. You can add the variants, you can edit everything in here as well. The next point is customers. That's not that important because all the customers are listed here, but in my opinion, it will not work with this one. You have the marketing option, not that important as well, to be honest. You have the discounts. Here you can create some discounts. If, for example, you want to create a discount amount of products, you have the discount code, I don't know, let's make it YouTube 15. You have the percentage 15%, applies to specific collections or specific products. Then you can browse through your products. Let's take all accessories. You have all customers, no minimum requirements, and then you can just limit the number of times this discount can be used in total, or limit to one use per customer. Additional to that, you can do combinations like product discounts, order discounts, or shipping discounts. We'll not do that, but it's important for the future. If you want to make some deals or something like that, you have to create your discounts here. The content tab is not that important as well. I'm not working with this one. What is pretty important is this one, menus. You can edit the menus here. For example, it's a German online store, that's why it's in German. But for example, if you have the Christmas menu, you can edit it here pretty easy. So for example, t-shirts, we have all the t-shirts listed. You can add a new item. For example, if you want to add a collection, you just click on collection and then you go with all products, for example. Then you have all the products. We will save it pretty quick. You have all the products here, and we want to add something underneath, it's pretty easy as well, because we add a menu item and then we click on, I don't know, what do you want to add? Let's go with collections. I have a better idea. We go with products. We go with products. Then you can add, for example, if you have a good product, you can add the product in here. You just click on one product. Or, more important, we have all products here. Then we want to go with all, I don't know, Max, Tassen, it's Max. Okay, if you want to add Max, for example, just click on Tassen, you will save it, and then you will just get this here. So it's underneath, and it's pretty important in your online store, but I will show you that later on. We want to delete that because I don't want to edit my online store. We have the markets, pretty important if you want to scale your online business. We have Germany, we have Europe, we have international, and you can just click on the markets and then analyze like the stats, the conversion rate and stuff like that. And if you, for example, if you have different shipping options, different prices depending on the online store, you will have like a German shipping, a Europe shipping, and the international shipping is somebody's buying from United States or I don't know, Saudi Arabia or stuff like that. You will have an international shipping rate as well. Let's look at finance, pretty important finances, but to be honest, it's not that important for your online store because you will not look at this one, to be honest. What's more important are the analytics, and let's look at them pretty quick. You can customize them if you want. You have a lot of options in here. I will show you some of them. Those are all the options you have to edit your analytics part. What we want to do right now is we don't want to edit anything. I have the most important ones down here. Total sales by product, conversion rate breakdown, like the sessions we have, added to cart, reach checkout, okay, and completed checkout. Let me tell you something. These numbers are pretty good because it's a personalized online store for Father's Day, and it's Father's Day in Germany. So these numbers are pretty good. Don't compare your brand new online store with this online store because you'll be very sad, because the conversion, especially at the beginning, is pretty low, something like 1 to 2%. And that's okay. That's okay if you're starting your online business. If you have an event, for example, that's why I'm showing you these numbers, because those are the numbers you can reach, then your conversion rate will go up. So that means if, for example, if you're selling for Father's Day, Mother's Day, Halloween, Independence Day, what else, Christmas time, Valentine's Day and stuff like that, your conversion rate will go up. So we have the conversion rate breakdown. That means like from 40,000 people, 4,000 were buying, that's 10%, and like I told you, it's pretty good. Orders over time, we were starting with 22 orders. At the end of the week, we had something like 1,300 orders per day. Total sales over time in 1 week. We have the average order value over time, depending on what you're selling. Because that's a store for Father's Day, the average order value is pretty low because it's just one product, for example, one t-shirt or one hoodie or one mug. That's why the average order value is pretty low. That's the most important things you have on the left side. Now we want to go back to our online store and we want to start editing the online store. The first thing we're going to do is we want to edit the settings. So that will be the first task. And afterwards, we want to design the online store. And the last point is we want to create a product in there to just have like all the things you have to do before starting your e-commerce business. So let's get through it. We start with general. What's important here, you don't have to edit a lot here. So you have basic settings in here and it's not that important. You have your backup region, you have the order ID, order fulfillment, depending on what you're selling. If you're doing dropshipping or print on demand, you can work with automatically. What that means, I will show you later if you're connecting our provider. But for the moment, you can just work automatically. It's all right. You don't have to edit something else here. That's not that important. Let's go to the plan. We have a trial of 3 days. And we want to choose a plan, and I want to talk about the plans really quick. So this one is for the first 3 months. Afterwards, it's 25 euros, 66 euros, 289 euros, and $2,300. Look, the thing is that if you're starting your e-commerce business, it's pretty fine. It's all right if you start with the basic plan, because With the basic plan, you have like 2.1% cart rates. Additionally to that, you have 30 cents per transaction, similar to in person, but I think you will not sell in person. And what's important, if you have 2% with third-party payment providers like PayPal. That's pretty important, especially if you're selling in Europe. If you're not selling in Europe and if you're selling in the United States, this one is more important. Cart rate starting at 2.1%. If you're doing a lot of sales, or if you're doing some sales, let's talk about that. If you have like 10,000 or 20,000 revenue per month, you can upgrade to the Grow plan, because then your card rates will getting lower. That's pretty important. You will save up like 0.3%, and you will save money with the third-party payment providers. This one is pretty important. So if you're doing more sales, you can upgrade your plan. The same with the advanced business plan. Your card rates will start at 1.6 and 0.6 for the third-party payment provider. And if you're making something around 200,000 to 400,000 per month, the Plus plan is pretty important for you, because then you will again save up money with the card rates and with the third-party payment provider, 0.2%. And it's making a lot of difference. What Shopify has changed in the past is like the inventory locations, the markets, so it's pretty good right now. You will have like enough markets to do your advertising and to do your sales. But what you don't have with the basic plan right now is the additional staff accounts. So for example, if you have like a customer care or something like that, you want to create an account for them, because you shouldn't give away your login, especially if you're working for a freelancer. You want to create a login for them, and for that you have to upgrade to the Grow plan. But at the time you hire a customer care, you are already making good amount of revenue, so you can do that. But in the beginning, just start with the basic plan. It's all right, it's not that expensive, and you can go with that. So just select basic, edit your payment informations. I will not do that right now, because it's, I don't need it right now. I want to give you the shop as a present. So I will not edit that, but you have just to edit your information. Don't do the yearly billing, because you want to save your cash. So I would not recommend that. Just pay monthly, it's all right. And start with your 3 months of €1 or $1, depending on where you're looking at the video. And just go with that. That's all right. So the third point is billing. What's in here? It's just your bills. Pretty easy. If you're choosing a plan, you will just have all the information in here. We don't have to talk about that, because it's too easy to discuss. We have the users, like I told you, for your customer care, for example. Your current plan does not support having staff accounts. Yeah, I told you that. But it's pretty easy. You have to add the user, fill out every information, and then you can just add your customer care, for example. And then you have all the different roles, for example, customer support. Then you can just edit the roles, and you can edit what your employees should see and shouldn't see. So the next point is more important in my opinion. Let's talk about the payments options. So first of all, we have Shopify payments. This one is the most important one in general, because with Shopify payments, you have credit cards in there, American Express, Visa, Master. With Shopify payments, you have Klarna in there, which is pretty important in Germany or in Europe. You can just add some more if you want, but those are the most important payment options you need. And additional to that, you have to add PayPal, especially when you're selling in Europe. When you're selling in the United States, it's not that important, I know, but in Europe, it's pretty important. So what you have to do here is also pretty easy. You just complete your account setup. You submit all the information you have about your business. You just have to edit your name and your business name. I'm running my store as an individual, a registered business, a non-profit. You just have to edit this one. Fill out their information you have, maybe upload your passport or something like that. And then you're done, and you're able to get payments through credit card, Klarna, and of course PayPal. For PayPal, it's similar. You just complete the setup, you fill out your business information, and then it's done. If you open up your second store, then you have to deactivate this one, because you want to connect your current PayPal account in here. Okay, that's it. I want to talk about one thing more. You can add payment methods in here. You can search by provider. And for example, if you want to add, I don't know why you should do that, but if you want to add Bitcoin or Ethereum or stuff like that, you can just connect your Coinbase Commerce here. Or if you want to use another credit card provider, you can work with Molly and then you can just choose your payment providers. That's pretty important if you're doing or creating your online store from a country that's not supported by Shopify payments, like Swiss, I know. You have to choose different providers. Okay, that's it as well. And then additional to that is something else, manual payment methods. Don't do that. I was trying bank deposit in the beginning. People are buying, but they will not pay. And it's too much, especially in the beginning. So don't work with manual payment methods like bank transfer and bank deposit and stuff like that. Don't do that. It's not worth it. It's too much work and the customers are not paying. So we are talking about the payments, all right? Let's go to the checkout part. What's important here is full name, only required last name, that's all right. Company name, don't include. You can do optional, shipping address, phone number, don't include. What you want to edit is show tipping options at the checkout. Don't do that, it will destroy your brand. You will not accept tips for your e-commerce brand. That's BS, don't do that. What's pretty important is require customers to log into their account before checkout. Some people are doing that. I will not recommend you doing that because a lot of customers, especially when they're buying it the first time, they are not interested in creating an account. So just let this way, just save it, and then we'll keep going with customer accounts. Also not important, shipping and delivery. This one is important. So we're talking about the shipping prices. We want to do the settings for the shipping prices. Right now we have Germany, because I am from Germany, like I told you 5 times. We have the shipping zones in Germany, standard 2 to 4 business days. And I want to show you how to edit that. So first of all, we have the zone. So we want to create a zone in Germany. That's all right. And then we have all the different rates. So standard 2 to 4 business days. Price, I want to edit it. I don't give anything for free. Okay, we started with this one. Minimum price, €0. Maximum price, no limit. Price $4.99. We can do something else to improve the conversion rate. Custom rate name. DHL shipping. Okay, we will insert the provider which is delivering the packets, especially in Germany. DHL is a very good brand, and that's why I want to work with their brand, because we're shipping with them. So we can just type in DHL or FedEx, depending on where you're selling. You can just write in the standard shipping. You can just type in the shipping in here. Minimum price is €0. Maximum price no limit, because here it's starting at €50 for a free shipping. So you can edit this as well. Custom rate name, DHL free shipping. Okay, for example, starting at €50. But in my opinion, that's too low. We want to go with 650, that's too much. We want to go with €65 or something like that to get to receive more money before. We don't want shipping rates, because we have to look at the margin, we are business. So the same for the different countries out there. If we're selling to the European Union, we have Austria, Belgium, stuff like that. We can just edit the rates here as well. In my opinion, that's too much, because if you're selling in Europe and if you're selling to Austria, and if you're a provider or your shipping agent or your business is in Germany, you just pay something like €7 or stuff like that. So in my opinion, you have to edit that, because you will lose a lot of money with the shipping prices. So I would go with $6.99, done, and then you will have like a higher conversion rates. And of course, if you're selling to the United States or Australia or countries like that, you have to create a standard international shipping. And if your provider has got a location there as well, you can just do again $4.99, $6.99, depending on how much he wants for shipping to the country. Pretty easy. We save it up and we keep going. Taxes. So this one is pretty difficult and nobody's talking about that, but I will do it because I have companies in different countries, and depending on where you're selling from, you have to talk to a tax guy. But if you're selling in the European Union, you have to fill out your VAT It's like your tax ID, and then you have to collect VAT, like sales tax in Germany, of course in Europe, and depending on which country you're selling in, you have to add their taxes. For example, Germany is 19%, pretty easy. But if you're talking about Austria, it's like 20%. So you have to add 1% on that, and Shopify is doing that automatically, so you don't have a lot of work. If you're selling in the United States, same with that. You have different states, and you have to add taxes on the prices. So your prices will be different in different states in the United States of America, but especially in Germany and European Union, you can work with something called OSS or IOSS. So you're just paying your taxes in Germany, and then you're paying one payment to the IOSS, and they will send the money to the different countries. So depending on where you're from, just Google it in the beginning. Maybe you're working with ChatGPT, that's all right as well. Or you will talk to a tax guy to just be all right here, because it's a difficult topic and I don't want to recommend something to you, especially when you're from a different country. So just talk to a tax guy, just Google in the beginning and then talk to a tax guy. But the most important thing is Shopify is doing a lot for you here, so you don't have to edit a lot of things. So that's it here, taxes and duties. Let's talk about locations. Not important in the beginning. We're talking about the markets beforeward. And we have Germany in here, which is pretty good already. But you can just create different markets, create European Union market. And then you have all the markets in here. And then we'll just save. You can edit it if you want, but you can save it. And then you have a market for Germany, for the European Union. And of course, for example, we want to edit this one. We want to go with United States. United States of America. It includes United States. All right, save. And we have a market, so our online shop is ready to sell in the United States. So we are talking about the locations. We have the apps, that's important later on. We will discuss that later on. Different apps. You have the Shopify App Store. You have the App Store right here. You can install a lot of apps. For example, if you want to push the conversion rate, you just type in conversion. You have the conversion beer. I don't know. I wasn't working. I'm not working with this one. But I'm working with Hextem, for example, Ultimate Sales Boost. You have different options in there to boost your conversion rate. But we will talk later about the apps. My opinion is you don't need a lot of apps in the beginning. A lot of people are installing like 5 to 10 apps before they even start. I wouldn't recommend you doing it that. Just start with like 1 to 3 apps. It's alright for the beginning. You don't need more, because the more apps you have, the more difficult your website is, and you don't need that. And of course you're paying money. This one is something around, how expensive is it? It's like 10 euros or 30 euros for the professional plan. And don't get too much apps in the beginning. Your online store needs more time to load, so your page speed is getting worse if you have more code in there, and apps are creating code in your Shopify page. So your shop will be slower. So don't get too much apps, especially in the beginning. Let's talk about the domain. This one's pretty important. We want to buy the domain here. You are also able to buy your domain from somewhere else, like you go to GoDaddy or Namecheap, buy the domain there, connect with your Shopify. But we want to keep it easy, so we don't want to connect the existing domain, and this is possible, but we will not do that. We just want to buy a new domain here. For example, if you're creating an online store called velotrails.com. We're able to buy a domain here. It's $16 per year. We'll just click buy, and then we have to fill out all the information, and then we want to buy the domain, and after like 5 to 10 minutes it's connected with your Shopify store. You want to choose it as your main domain. This one is pretty important, because right now this one is our main domain, and you want to create the new one as the main domain. Because, yeah, I don't think I have to explain this. Okay, after that, customer events, not that important for the beginning. Notifications, you don't have to edit something here. This one is not important. Languages, like I told you, if you're scaling your business to a different country, this one is important right now, not important. Customer privacy, not important. Everything is automated in here. And the policies, this one is important. So if you want to create a return and refund policy, this one is new. You can just insert the template here. It's pretty important, like I told you. templates aren't legal advice. Shopify is not promising that everything is all right here. In my opinion, it's pretty good. And you can start with this one if you want. Again, I'm not an attorney and I wouldn't recommend you doing that. I'm not able to recommend you something. I'm not able to recommend you anything here. But Shopify will give you the option to just work with their policies, and you can do that. The same for, I want to publish this. The same for terms of service, for example. You can just insert the template here. You have to edit some information, insert business address, phone number, registration number, VAT number. You can just edit all the information in here. But like I told you, templates aren't legal advice. And the best way is, and the safest way is to work with a page doing that for you. For example, in Germany, we are working with the Händlerbund. That's the German website. And I'm pretty sure you'll find pages like this to create your policy. And I'm pretty sure you'll find somebody who's creating your policies if you want to create them by somebody else. So if you're working with the Shopify terms of sales, for example, just insert the template. Again, I'm not recommending you doing anything here. You have to do it by yourself and you have to decide by yourself which one you're using. But you have to insert all the information here, publish, and you're good to go. After that, I want to talk about something important. That's the last point before we're designing our website. After that, you have to go to content, you have to go to menu, and then you have the footer menu down here. And then you have to add all the policies you have in here. Privacy policy, policies, I don't know, terms of service, and all the policies you have to insert here. That's pretty important. It will be shown on your website. Okay, so we're talking about the settings. I think we're done here. We are talking about everything about this one and the settings here. Now we have to go, we want to continue with the next chapter. And the next chapter is building your online store, especially for the beginning if you just want to do some sales. So we want to design our online store right now. And the current theme is called Horizon. I was never working with this theme, so I want to show you something else. So you visit the theme store. So you have all the different themes in here. What's pretty important is some of them are very expensive, and I would recommend you installing or buying them after you're already generating some revenue. So you don't have to start with the Mega Store theme or Prestige theme. I pretty much like this one. It's pretty good. But you don't have to start with this one because you don't have to invest $400 just to start your business. It's not that important, especially in the beginning. So what we want to do is we want to go to all themes. We want to go to the free themes because we want to save some money. And then what I like the most is like this one done. And we'll work with this one right now. But you can browse through all the themes, and if you like one, you can just do this one, like open. And then try theme, adding Dawn to your online store themes. Okay, we've just installed the Dawn theme, and what we're going to do next is we want to publish it, publish. So it's our main theme here. I don't know what Horizon is, maybe they just published it new, but I'm happy with Dawn, so we're working with Dawn. I mean, at the end of the day, it's always the same. Like, all themes are pretty similar, and the editing is always pretty similar as well. So if you want to choose something else, just go for it. So we want to remove the password real quick. We want to click to customize. Okay, we have our online store here. Now, let's go through this. And I think the most important thing is you want to keep things easy, especially in the beginning. I look at a lot of people out there who are editing the online store for several days. And I was doing the same in the beginning. I was creating an online store back 10 years ago. It was an online store for, what was it? It was phone cases. So I was looking at the Apple website and I wanted to create the same thing. I was working on the store for like 10 days. Before I published it, before I was doing the first advertising, and then realized, oh, damn, the product is pretty bad. So we don't want to talk about products and stuff like that right now. We want to talk about the editing part. And let me tell you, the editing or the shop in general, especially in the beginning, it's not that important as you think. So we have the announcement bar up here. What I will do is, now I want to work with ChatGPT. I want to create an online store for the biking niche. I need a good announcement bar. And I would recommend you working with ChatGPT and stuff like ideogram. For example, if you want to create some pictures, but we want to talk, or we're talking about that later on. Let's go ChatGPT, give me something good. High converting announcement bar ideas for a biking store. Free shipping on all orders over 50 bucks. Write more, spend less. Sounds good. Up to 30% off. We can work with this one. What's important here is we just raised the number, so we have to do 65 euros. Write more, spend less. Okay, we want to save. And then you can just add a collection in here. I think we don't have something. We just pick all collections. And then you can just save it here. What we want to do is we have to click here, announcement bar, and then we can edit the color scheme. And that's pretty important because you have to go to theme settings, to colors, and you have all the color schemes in here as well. And if you want to create a biking store, for example, what colors should I use for a biking store? You want to work with the same colors all the time. Electric blue, neon green, or bright orange, dark gray. For example, if you're working, don't do a light gray background, that's too difficult, especially in the beginning. But if you're going with this one, primary electric blue, let's take the color, add the scheme, add the color in here, and just save it. Okay, background electric blue, that's alright. Text black or white, that's alright. Okay, that was not important. But you want to save it. Then you want to add the next color in there. Bright orange. Bright orange. Okay, we have this one. Also, you can edit the text. We will not edit the text right now. And you can add a third one. Dark gray. Let's go charcoal. What the hell is that? I'm not sure if we need this one. But okay. So, you have your color schemes in here. And now you go back to sections. You go back to announcement bar. And then you will just edit the color scheme. For example, to a blue. That's alright, looking pretty good in my opinion. Then the second one is the header. We have the header here and you have the logo position, that's alright. You can go with the center if you want, but I will pick top left. Then you have the menu, we are talking about this one. You have the main menu in here, you know how to edit this one right now. We have the menu type drop down, alright. Then we have the color scheme. You can, just stay, use the white, it's alright here, we don't want to edit too much. Like I told you, you don't want to create a light gray online store, it's not important. Just go with the white one here, that's alright, but what's important is you have to upload your logo. And you can upload it here, look. I want to show you something, I just created a logo for this online store because I'm German and I like to prepare things. So we have a logo here, Velo Trails. I want to talk about how to create the logo real quick. If you want more information on that, just let me know in the comments and I can make a video just about this topic. We can visit ideogram and then, for example, we have to do something else. I want to create a logo with ideogram. Biking niche, simple, nothing too crazy, one color, black, prompt. I think that's enough information. Also, you can work with Fiverr or Upwork, then you're paying something around 10 to 20 bucks for a logo, but it's not important anymore. You can work with AI and that's it. You can just work with ChatGPT to get a prompt, then you can just copy it, okay, and then you can just insert it here and then you can just click on generate. Then you're waiting like, I don't know, half a minute, sometimes less, sometimes waiting more. Oh, what happened here? Okay, no granular text. Yeah, I think we made an error. We made a mistake here. The text should be underneath. Shop is called Velo Trails. Yeah, we made a mistake. That's human, guys. Okay. Just copy it again. And then if you don't like anything, keep it pretty simple here. you can just make a picture of the designs. You can upload it on ChatGPT and you can just edit what you want to change, and then you're able to create something new out of it. So always work with both of them. Look, Velo Trails, oh, it's looking pretty much like the design I showed you before. Or this one's looking crazy. We don't want to be that crazy today. Velo Trails, and then you're able to do like here, retry or remix. You can just like image weight, make it less. You're able to create something new, and then you will just download it as a PNG, and then you're ready to go. So if you want to see more of this one, just let me know. But for now, we will just continue with the Shopify topic. So we have the logo. We just selected logo, drop image to upload. Uploading, we have to wait. Done. And we have our logo here. Awesome, looking great already. So we can do the same with the favicon. It's like what's shown in here. We can do that for the beginning. We can edit that later on. So right now we have our header and we want to continue with the image banner. And it's pretty much the same. You can do that with ideogram as well. You can do that with your products depending on what you want. It's like the same. I don't want to show you this one, but you have to create an image with ideogram with the text of ChatGPT, and then you're ready to go. Pretty easy. You want to select here, as I told you, I'm prepared. So I want to upload a banner, and then we are done. Looking nice. I created it again with ideogram. So we have a text in here. If you don't want the text in there, that's all right. You can just create your image without text. But for that, we want to delete this one. But here we have the shop all button and linked to all products. That's all right. That's the beginning of the online store. Looking good in my opinion for like 5 minutes of work. And then we have to continue featured products. So you want to save it real quick. We have the featured collection here. I want to show you how to add sections, but beforwards, we want to make the shop looking smooth. Therefore, we go to the footer, and then we just take the same color scheme like we already had in the announcement bar. So it's looking complete. I'm not sure about the color right now. Let's go with this one. Maybe we'll change it to orange. Maybe we're going with this one. I like this one more right now. And then we can make like the buttons blue, something like that. Okay, but for the beginning, that's all right. So we have the featured products here. We want to add products later on, so you will have some products in here. But what I want to show you is like the basic style we want to do. You have the featured collections, the featured products. That's all right. Then we want to add another section, and you can just choose what you want. What's pretty important for online stores, for e-commerce stores, is like you want a collection list, and you want the collection list like in the beginning of your online store. So you have the collections like I don't know, summer collection, t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, or the products you're selling. And afterwards you can just like upload the best sellers in here. Like if you have 4 products which are selling pretty good, you want to upload them in here. You're also able to change them, for example, first featured products, then featured collection. That's all right as well. And to make it look more, or to make it look better, you want to add something like that. Okay, an image with text. Again, here. So this is our online store. We want to edit a picture. We want to edit this one here. Again, just create something with ideogram. Okay, I have a good idea. We will just change the pictures. Want to take this one here. Yes. And then we'll change this one. And then we can just write a text. Shop our summer collection. We go to ChatGPT. I need a text for that. Promote the summer collection. Headline. Plus text. Yeah, looking good. We have the image. Look, we just removed the picture with the text. So we have to edit the text here as well. Pretty easy, just go to heading. I need a text for my banner. Slogan. Right beyond limits. Sounds good. So just insert it here. Okay, we just removed the other text. So we have to use this one. We go to color schemes. Color scheme. Okay. Better. Save. Okay. Now I think we're done with the basic work here. What's important right now is we have to create our products. Look like this. We want to edit this one as well. Marketing text. Okay. Okay, we've just inserted here. That's all right. And the last thing we want to do is we want to change the typography. Pretty easy. And look, this one's pretty important because right now it's not looking that good, but after we will add this one, you will see the difference. Let's go with this one, for example. And yes, looking better. You can just work through all of these. Regular, bold, you can go with bold if you want for the beginning. And then you can just take archivo regular for all the regular stuff. And then your shop is looking better already. So go with a good font. That's pretty important, especially for your online store. And if you don't want to make it bold, so go to semi-bold if you want. Something like that. You can just edit it here. I will go with bold, especially in the beginning. And then we will select it. So that's it. That's it about the home page. You have to do some things with the products afterwards, but we don't have products, so I want to show you later on. But I think that's pretty good, especially for the beginning. I showed you all the information settings you can do. Of course, you need a shop now. We can go to link, we can go to collections, we can go to all collections. Shop now, save. I showed you how to change the color and how to change everything in here. But that's like a basic infrastructure, which is pretty good, especially in the beginning. And now we want to finish this video with one more important thing. I want to show you how to upload products. One last thing. Here you have the online store mobile. You can edit it here as well. Logo position, top center. You can just click to center, then it's looking better. And then you can just browse through it and look if it's looking good or not. I like to edit everything on desktop, afterwards going to mobile, because you can edit it more easy afterwards here. That's it with the design part. Now I want to show you how to create products and how to edit the product page afterwards. Therefore, we just need a print-on-demand provider because I want to show you how to create print-on-demand products. We go to Market Print. We want to just install the app. That's a print-on-demand provider in Germany, and surprise, surprise, it's my print-on-demand provider and it's my print-on-demand software. So of course I'm working with this one. So we're at Market Print right now and I want to show you real quick how to produce a t-shirt print-on-demand. Let's go. The first step is we're going to take the blank USC link and moving it to the printer. Every order has a unique code showing us everything. For example, what to print, which garment to take, where to send, and even more. The next step is pretty easy. We're just scanning your code to a machine, to our coordinate machines, and then we're printing your product. After printing the product, it has to dry. For that, it goes through the 6-meter long dryer, and after 7 minutes, it's finished. And the last step, we're checking everything. Is the print all right? Is it the right size? Is it the right color? And even more things to guarantee you the best quality. And the last step, we're just packaging the product and sending it out under your name to your customer. And that's all on demand. The biggest advantage we have are our printing machines, printing stuff real quick and real easy, with a really good quality. I want to show you how easy it is to upload products and to create products with that. Of course, I have an account. If you don't have an account, you just have to create anything in there. But let me show you real quick. Market Print, that's my print-on-demand provider. If you want to create print-on-demand products, we have all the different products in here. T-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, mugs, socks, safety vest, everything in here. You can just browse through it, and then if you're interested in, you can create your account and create your products. I was creating the designs with ideogram, okay, again ChatGPT and ideogram, and I want to show you how easy it is to create your first print-on-demand products. We don't want to do something spectacular, okay? We don't want to go with, I don't know, a sweatpant or something else. Oh, it's in German. Okay, sorry for that, guys. We go to English. Okay, we just translated to English. All good. Okay, we have all products, and then we will just create an oversized tee. I like this one. So we can choose if you want to have DTF or DTG. I love DTF. I don't want to talk about the printing style right now, because the video is about building a Shopify store. So if you want to know something, just let me know in the comments down below. But what we're going to do is we want to upload a new design right now. Therefore, we go to video trails, and then we go to design 1, 2 wheels, 1 freedom. I created it with ideogram. And then you just take the design, you make it bigger, 2 wheels, 1 freedom. I want to have it on all the, I take this one as well. Okay, I have 3 colors, 4 colors in there. I want to have every size, of course. And then I want to create my product. Which one is our online store? This one is our online store. We need a price, $34.99. That's a good price, especially for the beginning. You have different prices for wash gris, for example, because it's more expensive product. Of course, you can make those more expensive, for example, $36.99. And this one, because it's costing you more, 3XL, 4XL, same with the wash gris. And here you have a price difference of 40 cents. We want to do anything here. Afterwards, we just create the product, and it's created. We made it, guys. We just created our first product, and that's how easy it is to create your own print-on-demand store. So we just click to products, 2 wheels, 1 freedom. Then we go to view, and that's our online store right now. So we have to edit some things. First of all, we go to settings, we go to locations, and then we want to use rates from another location. Okay, we just implemented market print in there as well. We save it. Afterwards, we visit the website, and all the products are available. The next thing we want to do is we want to edit the product page real quick, because I'm not happy with it right now. We go to desktop. We go to products, we go to the default product, and then just can click on it. I want to deactivate the dynamic checkout button. I want to go to the buy button. You can edit everything in there, by the way. You have, for example, this one, okay? You can just choose what you want. You want to drop down or the pills, you can just edit everything you want in here, okay? The same with here. In my opinion, just delete the vendor, because it's not that important that market print is producing them. So you have the title here, you have the prices, taxes included, the sizes, the color, the quantity. I'm not sure if you want this one in here, otherwise just delete it. You have your text, you have your sizes, and that's it. You have the product recommendations here as well. If you upload more products, you will see more recommendations in here. So you can just delete the share button as well. Share, buy buttons. Okay, you can just edit the add to cart button here. You can just change the color if you want. That's pretty much it. If you upload more products, they'll be here, related products. But for the beginning, that's alright. Now we take a last look to our website. That's our website right now, right beyond limits. We have the shop or summer collection. We have the first product in here. And now I want to show you how to change these pictures, the collection picture. Again, you can just upload something you create with ideogram, or you're able to go to products, collections. You have the home page. You can just create a new collection. For example, shirts, oversized shirts. Manual, you can just add the product in here, and then you can just save. Then you can just edit the picture if you want to. Otherwise, this picture will be shown. I will show you that real quick. We have to go to online store. We have to customize it. Then we go to collections. We choose the right collection, oversized shirts. And then here is the shirt. Again, you can do that with the other one. You can just create a collection called hoodies, and then you're good to go. Save, save, save. Now let's take a last look at the online store. We just created in some minutes. I think it's pretty good. You're able to sell with this one. Like I told you, the most important thing in here is that you create good products with emotions, or if you're doing drop shipping, problem solving products, then you're ready to go. And you can do advertising on the store. It's good enough. You have all the important things in here, and you can just work with this one. If you want a high conversion rate, I showed you the app beforewards, Ultimate Sales Boost. You can install this one, but I will not talk about this topic in this video. If you want to see a video about the conversion rate, just let me know and I will do it. Okay, we are done. Congratulations. The next task is doing advertising. If you want to see a video about that, let me know. Or just join my video training. It costs you 400 euros and you will get 200 videos to the topic. And of course, I want to make you more successful if you are going to work with Market Print, my print-on-demand software. That's why I'm offering the video training. If you're interested, just go into the description, click on it and get 1 year of full access. You will have a WhatsApp support in there. You will have videos in there. You will have calls in there. You will have everything in there that you need to be successful with print on demand. I'm just teaching print on demand. So just click onto the link, join my video training if you're interested. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Let me know what you want to see. You can just write me on Instagram if you're interested. If you have any question, just write me on Instagram. See you in the next video and take care.